Okay, so this is just an article I found interesting in the New York Post. And as it says, everything you know about police shootings is wrong. And recently, a woman with an advanced Harvard degree asked, why do cops shoot people so many times? Why not just wound him? And there's all these questions all the time that are asked because people seem to think that cops are out there to shoot criminals, and that's what they want to do. First of all, I'm not a cop. I'm not in law enforcement whatsoever, but I do have friends in law enforcement, and I do respect law enforcement. So those of you who don't like that could just end the video right here. But these questions that are asked, and I'm just going to paraphrase this, is why not just shoot the knife or the gun out of the person's hand? Well, let's stop with why the cop have to shoot so many times. Well, any of us know who actually shoot guns know that if you actually shoot someone, it's not in a movie where you shoot someone once and the guy falls down and that's the end of it. They shoot because they need to stop the threat. It's just that simple. A cop doesn't shoot to maim. He doesn't shoot to kill. He shoots to stop the threat. If the threat is down, if the guy happened to get shot in the pelvis or in the stomach and he's down, the policeman stops shooting. He doesn't walk over to him and shoot him in the back of the head. It's done. But he shoots as many as it takes to shoot. How about why not just shoot the gun or knife out of his hands? Well, that's just ridiculous, and that's something that's only done in a movie. You show me a policeman that could shoot a knife or a gun out of someone's hands that is charging at him, and the guy will be the best shot on planet Earth. It's just impossible. And if that was even tried, which it isn't tried, I mean, you try hitting a knife from even 10 feet away, you're going to miss. And what about the person behind you? Because, basic rules of gun safety are, know your target and what's behind. So that's why police shoot for center mass. They're not trying to shoot a gun out of someone's hands. That's not what they do. And let's be honest, you shouldn't be running at a policeman with a gun or a knife. So I don't, I feel no sympathy for you. But the big thing is cops don't want to be involved in a shooting, just like most concealed carriers don't want to be involved in a shooting. I carry a gun every single day of my life. I don't start out in the morning saying, gee, what if I'm going to shoot somebody today? It's the last thing I want to do. I just, the moral and legal implications are tremendous, and no one wants to do that, especially a cop. The paperwork involved, he could lose his job, he could lose his pension. It's just, BS. The other thing is, cops are also asked many times, well, the guy had his hand up, so, the whole hands up, don't shoot thing. Well, many times criminals are not so dumb. And putting the hands up is just a ploy. So they'll put their hands up and, slowly try to walk closer to the cop and attack the cop. And in 2015, 40,000 cops were actually assaulted by unarmed people. So, let that sink in for a moment. So the guy had his hands up, but what if he has some skills? And what if the cop is a rookie cop and not that skilled? Just because your hands are up, you could turn an up hand into a nice punch, or you could do a lot of stuff. It means nothing. I don't know. I just found this article interesting, and it's just that, I think cops are given such a bad rap these days, and, why not just wound? It's just these things are just so silly, and I think too many people watch movies, and they just see what's going on in a movie, and they see an old, Clint Eastwood movie, and, he shoots the gun out of the bad guy's hand. It doesn't happen. And again, what happens to the bullet after that? Does the bullet just end, or does the bullet go on and, do damage to some innocent bystander? So anyway, just a quick story. My feeling is, try not to commit any crimes, and you really won't have these problems. I don't know. It seems pretty basic to me. If you're stopped by a policeman, do what they say. If they say, put your hands behind your back or put your hands on your car, whether you feel happy about it or not, they're doing it for a reason, okay? They're not just doing it because they feel like doing it. Comply with the policeman, and if it's an honest mistake, you'll be let go, and that'll be the end of it. So that's just it, and I'll get some negative comments on this because I found there are a lot of cop haters out there in this world, and I actually never knew that because, in my opinion, those people that hate the cops are the ones that'll be the first one to call them if they hear a little bump in the night. So that's it, just a little bit of a rant, and that's it. So thanks very much for listening, and have a great day.